Hello everybody and welcome back to MJ Games. I am Michael.
I'm Jasmine.
And today I'm really stoked because we are going to Carowinds. So get to ride the beast that is Fury 325. And Jasmine, is there anything you're kind of looking forward to at this park or just kind of along for the ride?
Not really. Yeah, just along for the ride. That is Michael's excitement for DreamWorks.
Yes, and really grateful of her for, which as you can see behind us, we stayed at that hotel, the Marriott.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. So I do plan on trying to do a little review of that and seeing is it worth it. Giving it away, yes, it is worth it.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, we're walking over right now and I mean, it's about a 6 to 7 minute walk from the hotel.
Parking is free.
Parking's free. I mean, I did get a season pass since I will be going to Cedar Point and Kings Island. But I mean, if you don't have a season pass, you save the 25 bucks on parking. Hotel price is 170 bucks with tax a night. So really worth it, really cool, and really excited to ride these coasters as I'm stoked for Fury and Intimidator. So we'll kind of...
You already rode.
Yeah, I went in the park yesterday and rode them. So I'm gonna edit in some video clips of that when I get to that. So Jasmine gave away, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so really excited for this. And Fury, those coasters are absolutely amazing. But I wanna ride on Fury in the back before I kind of decide what part of the ride I like the best. But we'll go ahead and get started with the park. All right, so we just got into the park and I got the Fast Lane Plus. Oh, Jasmine trying to mess with me. Don't you do that, Jasmine. Don't you do that. No, I'm just kidding. We didn't get one for Jasmine though, because I mean, she's gonna try to ride a few rides and stuff, but I know Intimidator and some of those other ones, Fury, are more my cup of tea. But I went into the park a little bit yesterday and it didn't seem like I might actually need this, so we'll see. But I bought it ahead of time just to be sure, with it being 2 days after 4th of July. But they said that Nighthawk, Windseeker, and Hurler are not running today. So I'm not actually disappointed with Nighthawk running, because I don't want the temptation to go on that ride, even though I know it'll probably mess with me, because I've heard that ride is awfully rough. And then Hurler's a really rough wooden coaster, so that's not working as well. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with the park. We'll probably get ahead to the Planet Snoopy area and ride a couple of those rides. Cinnabon, there's your Starbucks, Jasmine. So it looks like we are walking on the state line right now.
Did you get a map?
No, I did not.
I got the app.
Okay, yeah. I've downloaded the app too. All right, so I just got off Intimidator, as you can see right there, and I rode it twice yesterday. Once in the front, once in the back, and both on the, just got staggered seating. So it's essentially got 16 rows, because the first row in each of the normal 8 rows is gonna be 2 seats that are side by side. The last one is 2 that's on the outside. And so I rode on the outside twice yesterday, and then today I rode on the inside in the back row, and the back row is the best. Like, you just get launched over that first hill with the you get pulled over in the airtime. I mean, you're out of your seat from the moment you get to the top of the hill until you hit the bottom of the next hill. So it's amazing, really smooth. I mean, the trims may be affected a little bit, but unless you're a real big coaster enthusiast, like that's not anything that's going to notice it. It's an incredible coaster, really underrated. One thing that's really good about it is the fast lane goes all the way up to the station. So that's really good. And then second of all, they've got these bins titled 1, 2, and 3. So based on how many trains they're running. So if you got your bag with you, you're not just sending it over the side where anybody could grab it. They changed the bins with each coaster, and they're running 2 trains right now. Operations are going really good. So by the time one train departs, the next one's in the station. So now we're gonna head probably to Planet Snoopy area and get on a couple of smaller coasters. You've been on that one before, Jasmine. That's the same one at Kings Island.
Enjoy your ride on the Woodstock Express.
What was fit on one?
What'd you say?
I don't know what was fit on one.
I just got off of Afterburn, and so I'm gonna try to get good footage of its loop, because I noticed going up the lift hill that its loop is really shaped differently. At least I believe than a lot of invert loops. Like, it's a lot more narrow, and it kind of has a really quick turn at the top. But I think the first half was really good. It's definitely an intense coaster. There's a couple of moments with really high G-forces, like especially that bat wing that goes underneath the south entrance. But the corkscrew, man, that hurt. Like, that definitely had some head banging on that corkscrew near the end. But there are definitely some really cool close, like head chopper moments, or more feet chopper in this instance, where your feet feel like they're gonna hit trees or stuff like that. But it's a really cool layout. They're running 2 trains as well, good operations. Basically, like, at least at this point, this has only saved about 2 coasters on Intimidator, or 2 trains. I mean, there's a station wait on Afterburn. I got front row and I only had to wait 1 car. But yeah, really, I mean, it's a good coaster for sure. It just, I feel like you can see the age in it a little bit with how much it head rattles on a couple moments. But yeah, we also rode Woodstock Express, you know, just like the one at Kings Island. You know, if you're a taller person, it's kind of a little bit uncomfortable with your knees hitting the bar and stuff. But I don't know where we're heading to next, but I mean, this park's beautiful. I hope you guys are able to see that from kind of the just extra footage I'm getting and stuff. But this is just an absolutely beautiful park, a lot of trees, really cool stuff. So I think we're gonna head to Copperhead Strike next.
The domes will sparkle with magic aura and will tally the player and team who collected them.
We just got off the Zombies 3D shooting ride, and Jasmine bested me. I'm not great at shooting rides, but Jasmine beat me by 3,000 points.
Well, you had to get the golden nose. That gave you extra points.
Okay. Yeah, our team won. Granted, we did have more people for
Yeah, we did.
our team. The Plants is Plants vs. Zombies. But yeah, no, it was good. We're heading to Copperhead Strike right now, and then probably gonna grab some lunch at some point. But yeah, we're gonna head to Copperhead Strike right now, so I'm excited for this one.
Kind of reminds me of
Just got off Copperhead Strike, and it's an awesome coaster. Don't be deceived, because I went into this thinking, man, a 45, 50 mile an hour launch, whatever it is. Come on, man, like that's not gonna be that intense of a ride. But it's super intense. As the hang time on that first inversion is just insane. And then even though the launches aren't forceful, it's got so many quick, tight turns. It just keeps up the speed throughout the whole ride. And it's got that one kind of, it's not really top half, because it's an inversion, but I think it's got 3 inversions maybe, and then a lot of really quick, snappy turns. But really good coaster. I still like Intimidator more, just because I care more for the airtime, but this does have some good airtime, and it's more of the ejector. I rode in the front row, which is great. But yeah, really did enjoy this coaster, and was honestly better than I was expecting. Another good thing that I want to say real quick, which is just amazing about this park, is the fast lane once again spits you out right at the entrance. And so this one has had the longest so far. It looked like it was maybe a 20-minute wait normally, but with the fast pass, I waited 1 car, 1 train, and I got front row, like I said. So it spits you out right at the entrance. Now this one, unlike the other ones, they didn't have bins. They make you rent a locker for any loose articles and so forth. So yeah, like I said, really love this coaster. I don't know where Jasmine and I are heading next. We might grab some food. Uh-oh, here's Jasmine. What's up?
nothing.
Jasmine got some ice cream. Jasmine, how's your ice cream?
I had to eat it in like less than 5 minutes because it melted so quick. It was good though.
Yeah, where'd you get it from?
Granny's ice cream.
Granny's ice cream. Yeah, so
They have complimentary water because it's so hot today.
Yes, that's what I need to go get right now. So we might grab some lunch, but how are you enjoying the park so far, even though you haven't really been on too much?
It's really fun. I think I like this more than Kings Island. I don't know why though, but I feel like when we went to Kings Island, it was kind of cloudy that day, so that probably could be something to do with it. But it seems like this is a little more themed.
Yeah, a little more themed.
Yeah, Kings Island almost seemed like they just plop some rides down willy-nilly, you know. But I don't know, that's just my opinion.
For sure. So we'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Jasmine, tell everybody, would you go on this?
No. Don't do that. The chairs doing this?
No, I wouldn't do it either.
But then it's gonna be like this.
So I'm heading up the fast pass line right now for the mine train. I'm not doing the Vekoma Boomerang. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get a headache. Those things, as I get older, I know what coasters kind of mess with me, which is why we'll see if I ride Vortex or Carolina Cyclones. I do want to go on a couple of those, but we'll see. But yeah, heading up the queue right now. So I'm going on this first to let Jasmine know if I think she'd be able to go on it or not. But excited to ride this coaster. Went on the Gold Rusher, and it's a little bit hard to get some footage because there's not a lot of space where you can see the ride other than the main entrance part. I thought it was pretty good for a mine train. Honestly, wasn't that rough for a mine train at all. Usually those things are pretty rough, but the seats are pretty small and uncomfortable. They are running 2 trains, which is good. The operations are just a little bit slow, but that's because there's a lot of things you gotta check with these and smaller kids and so forth. But I rode near the back, and overall it's pretty good.
Confusing my times.
Kelsey came.
They did a couple months ago.
That must have been 2020.
So I just got off the Carolina Cyclone, and it's an absolutely beautiful like paint job on the coaster, because I think they painted this year as this turquoise color. To me, it's a one-time ride. I rode near the front, and the corkscrews weren't as bad with the head banging, but my head like slammed back on the loops, so that was kind of uncomfortable. I mean, the first drops doesn't get your stomach much at all. But I mean, overall, it's I'm sure it's a good coaster when it was built, but for me, it's a one-time ride.
I didn't ride it, so.
No.
But it looks cool.
Yeah, but you're saying it looks really cool and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's a beautiful coaster off-ride, and just how it kind of interacts with the path and stuff is really, really cool. So now I know I've said we're going to lunch, but I think we're going to ride Fury first, then go to lunch. Well, I say we, I mean me.
Yeah.
But just to kind of ride that before going to lunch and stuff. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all after Fury. As I head to Fury real quick, I'm just speculating on something. The Hurler is closed. I wonder if they've got plans to potentially RMC it, because I know people complain about how uncomfortable and unbearable that wooden coaster is. Also at Nighthawk, when I was on the mine train, there is 0 coasters on there. They're not testing anything. You can't even see a coaster in the transfer track area. So I wonder if there's plans to potentially do something different there in the future. So I know people complain about that ride as well. But yeah, so also this Coca-Cola building looks beautiful, and heading to Fury now. Fury 3, 2, 5. Jasmine, you going on this? Just got off Fury 325. I rode it once yesterday, rode in the very back today and the very front. I gotta say front's best. Like, the absolute speed of the coaster is just second to none, especially when you have all that wind in your face going 97 miles per hour on the hill. I feel like in the back, it actually pulls a lot more G-forces. Like the bottom of that first hill, you almost kind of gray out, but the speed is insane. I think to me, that's gotta be one of the best, if not the best coaster. I mean, obviously the best coaster I've ever been on. Hey, Jasmine. But maybe the best coaster in the world. We'll see if Steel Vengeance can top that next week for me. But yeah, this is absolutely insane, amazing. And we're gonna grab some food now. Just got off Ricochet, which was actually a lot more fun than I was expected it to be. That little kind of wild mouse section where it was a lot of kind of twists and turns was honestly a lot of fun as it kind of slung you around different directions. The last couple of hills again were super rough. But you know, it is what it is. It's a wild mouse type coaster. But like I said, overall, actually, I liked it more than I thought I would. But yeah. So we are leaving the park for a bit. I might come back tonight. I don't know for sure, but I do kind of want to have a night ride on Fury and stuff, so we'll see about that. But I got on 7 coasters, maybe 8, I think it was 7. And overall, I mean, I think it's a fantastic park. I think it's really underrated. I do think there's a big drop off after the top 2. Like even with Copperhead Strike, like it's good, but I still think it's a major drop off from Fury and Intimidator. But I think overall the park's really good. It's a good layout. And Jasmine, what do you think of the park overall?
Yeah, I really liked it. I took a lot of pictures.
Starbucks, Jasmine.
It's a really pretty park. It's definitely smaller than I thought it would be. As far like I feel like Dollywood is bigger.
Okay.
But yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, and the whole water park section that we didn't go to is back there by Copperhead Strike. But I think obviously my top one is Fury. Just absolutely insane. In the front row, I mean, the speed with which that takes, I mean, I'm probably going to edit in a lot of the footage I got of Fury because it is just the absolutely, wow, I can't speak right there. That's the most beautiful ride I've seen. The color scheme, how it flies by the entrance. Maybe you can see it in the background right now. We'll see, but it's just absolutely amazing. Intimidator is really good. Then third would probably be Copperhead Strike, and then Afterburn. I think Afterburn was good. I don't like it as much as the Batman clones though. I just feel like some of the elements were a little too quick, and definitely gave the head rattle just a little bit. Carolina Cyclone was the worst. The Mine Train was pretty good, and then Ricochet was surprisingly good as well. And then the Woodstock Express. So yeah, I went on 8 coasters. So overall happy with that. Chose to not go on the Boomerang because that one would definitely mess with me a little bit. And Vortex I've heard is kind of rough as well. So I didn't quite get to that one. But overall really happy with it. But I definitely suggest this park, and then especially staying right by the park is really convenient as well, as you don't have to pay for parking and it's just about a 6-minute walk. So we'll see if I'm able to get some night rides tonight. Right, so I'm leaving the hotel and I'm walking back as it's about 8:40 right now. So the sun's going down, rain has stopped, or at least it's sprinkling. As you can see, I got my rain jacket on just in case. Still got my fast pass, so I'm really excited for this. A couple things. I always seem to want to talk about all this stuff when I do my wrap up of the park, and I always forget. So first off, the fast pass system is really good. Now, I haven't used the Fast Pass at Cedar Point, and I might be using it when I go next week. But from what I've heard, a fair amount of Cedar Point's coasters, you merge back in with the normal path, like Millennium Force, Steel Vengeance, and stuff like that. There's none of that here, at least on the rides I've been on. Now, a couple of the rides, like Ricochet, does not have a Fast Pass. But that one, it's a kid's coaster, really can get a long line. But it's one of those if you are wanting to ride it and you don't have a fast pass, maybe go to that one kind of quickly. And operations are fantastic. Operations are so good in this park. Now granted, I'm on a weekday, so I want to stress that this is a Wednesday, but it is 2 days after the 4th of July. So it's January 6th or July 6th, oh my gosh. But it's July 6th, so I was expecting it to be a little bit more crowded than it was. So it is on a weekday. The Fast Pass really didn't save me much time. I definitely could have gone without it. But it's only $90. Now, I don't know if the price goes up on the weekends, but it's definitely worth it if there's going to be lines. and the operations, like I said, are really good. All the coasters today, except the kids coasters, are running 2 trains, and by the time a train hits the brake run, the other train is about to leave. So they are getting you on quick. I think Vortex is actually only running 1 train as well. So now heading back into the park, I'm going to try to get on possibly Vortex. I want to do Kitty Hawk since I did the other one at Kings Island. I want to do that one just to kind of look at them. Probably won't do those flying cobras that become a boomerang, but I think I might risk the potential head banging on Vortex if it's working, but definitely gonna ride Fury front row again, as there is just nothing like it. Nothing like it. But yeah, I'm really excited. Might ride Intimidator again if I have some time, but really excited to do some night rides and get some other footage from around the park at night. So another thing I wanted to mention real quick is, I told you I'm bad at forgetting stuff when it comes to this, is, so the app is good to be able to hold on to tickets, season passes, that whole ordeal. It just is not great on accurate wait times. So be aware of that. It is accurate on rides being open and stuff for the most part, but at least from what Jasmine and I are seeing today, not very accurate on estimated wait times. So that's just a little tidbit I wanted to say about the app. But I do like that they have an app where you can kind of look around at different stuff like that. So I just rode Intimidator again. This is pretty crazy. This park's like deserted right now. Pretty crazy and weird. But man, I said earlier Intimidator is better in the back. I don't know. I mean, that first drop is insane in the back, but the floater airtime in the front is phenomenal. And there's a video I'm going to link below by another YouTube creator that did a review on Intimidator and how it's a perfectly designed coaster for what it is. And essentially what he says is that people care about the trims. Well, Intimidator was made for floater airtime, not ejector, but floater, and that's what it provides, especially in the front row. It's insane. Just an absolutely amazing coaster. So I'm gonna try to ride Copperhead Strike one more time, hopefully near the back, and then head over to Fury, because it looks like Kitty Hawk is closed, and Vortex and some of the other ones. So I'm gonna try to round out the night with a couple more good coasters. Well, a little bummer is that I didn't get to ride Copperhead Strike because they said they're down for weather, but the mine train was up and running, so I rode that again at night. I mean, it doesn't have a ton of tunnels until the end, but it was really cool at the end when it takes in that drop in that tunnel because it was pitch black. So that's cool. And now I'm going to head over to Fury to end the night riding maybe twice, we'll see, maybe more. However much I can handle, I guess. But man, just look at Fury at night. That is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And it's really cool seeing the coaster go up too, because especially from afar, you just see the lights, and then you see this black line kind of taking away the light as it goes up. So really, really cool look. And I will talk to you with a wrap up after I go on Fury. So that was absolutely fantastic. I just rode Fury 4 times in a row, 3 in the front, once in the 4th row. Honestly, had a chance to go again because everybody shot one last time and they're letting people off, but I just felt like that was enough, to be honest. I kind of got to know what I can and can't do riding coasters, but that's got to be the perfect coaster. I mean, I think watching the video before, like when watching POVs of it and stuff, I just didn't figure it to have that much airtime compared to a Hyper, but it's got 3 really good airtime hills at the end, one leading into with the trim brake on it, and then obviously those speed hills, which aren't really airtime, but that's got to be the perfect coaster. Just absolutely amazing. And so now I'm heading out of the park, and I think this park's an absolutely beautiful park. I think they theme some of the rides and areas a little bit better than some other Cedar Fair parks, especially like Cedar Point and Kings Island. But like Fury's themed well to the idea of a hornet and stuff, although green doesn't really go with hornet colors. Come on, but no, I'm just kidding. But no, it's a really, really good park. I think it exceeded my expectations. Now, outside of Fury and Intimidator, not the best coaster lineup. Like Copperhead Strike's good, Afterburn's good. After that, there's a massive, massive drop. So it's not as good as other Cedar Fair chains in that aspect, but just an amazing park because Fury in and of itself is just amazing. As you can see the lights there in the background, it's absolutely amazing. So I do wonder, I know I said this earlier in the video, but I wonder if the fact that Nighthawk is closed and they don't have any coasters on the track, there's absolutely nothing, if that has to do with something, and Hurler being closed, could that be an RMC at some point? Or could they be in the process of potentially RMC in it? We will see. See, RMC, we will see. Me being cheesy. But oh, this is really cool, kind of walking through some fog here at the end. But yeah, as I said, absolutely love this coaster and this park. So that'll be it for this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. If you have been here, is Fury your favorite coaster that you've ever been on? Because I've been on 115 now in my life, so I'm really blessed about that. And this is hands down, not even close, my number one. So I think it's just an amazing coaster. As I've said many, many times, I keep repeating myself. But let me know what your thoughts are about this park, or if you want to visit this, what are your thoughts or your expectations on what Fury would be and this park would be? Where does this rank in your Cedar Fair chains? To me, it's still number 3. Kings Island number 1, Cedar Point number 2. But I'd like to hear your thoughts, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.